2023 was an exciting year for Rolex because they released the Perpetual 1908. But not being a sports model, it wasn't perceived as a groundbreaking release that would overexcite the masses, instead, beckoning a deeper analysis than a quick glance. But even today, I believe that it is one of the most underrated modern releases by Rolex. Let's talk about it. Check out Swiss Connection watches for your next watch. Also, do consider subscribing to the channel as it really helps. Thank you. The first thing I noticed when handling this watch was just how thin it was. Reminded me of the JLC Master Control Ultra Thin, the reference 1212510, coming in close dimensions and layout as the 1908, but just a touch thinner at 8.1mm compared to this Rolex, which measures just 9.5mm. This fact alone is impressive on many levels. The fact that JLC is literally housing their 8mm thick automatic watch under their ultra thin collection goes to show how far Rolex has come from producing substantial sports watches to one of the thinnest and technologically superior calibers in mechanical watchmaking. But it's not just the technical dominance that's impressive here. With the watch featuring a new in-house caliber created exclusively for the Perpetual 1908, but the overall design as well. When looking back at the now discontinued Cellini line, there are parts of the aesthetics that look dated. Obviously, in Swiss luxury watchmaking, we don't call it that, we call it classical. But it was a bit too classical, almost overlapping with brands that specialized in classical fine watchmaking. Why should I buy a dress watch from Rolex when I can get one from a brand that specializes in creating dress watches at a similar price point? This was a question I'd get asked anytime I'd bring up the Cellini, and they weren't wrong. In the past 20 to 30 years, Rolex has worked incredibly hard to modernize their offerings to the point where if you want the heritage side of Rolex, you go to Tudor. Absolutely no room for possible cannibalization. The Cellini was always an oddball, a classic dress watch offered by a brand that was never known for their classical dress watches. So when the brand replaced the Cellini with a more modern watch in 2023, nobody was shocked. It was like everybody was just waiting for it to happen. But what now? We just get another dress watch? Not quite. In my opinion, the 1908 addressed several issues that afflicted the Cellini, especially in the design identity department. The 1908 is much more true to its core identity, borrowing cues from both the historical references like the 1931 Oyster Perpetual and the iconic design principles like the fluted bezel. It is one of the most Rolex-y, elegant watch in recent years. But unlike the Cellini, it's not too formal either. It retains a healthy chunk of modernity both in design and performance. Let's get the specs out of the way. The watch comes in a 39mm 18-karat yellow gold case with a slim height of just 9.5mm, a lug width of 20, and a lug-to-lug of about 47mm. You get 50 meters of water resistance and sapphire crystals on both the front and, on this rare occasion for the brand, on the Caseback as well. While not as instantly recognizable as the Datejust with the Cyclops date window and wider fluted bezel, the 1908's design displays a series of Rolex hallmarks in an intelligent way. For one, the dial layout, including the rounded Arabic numerals, harken back to the first Oyster Perpetual released in 1931, but then combined with a half-fluted bezel that visually separates it from the modern Datejusts while still retaining its own original Rolex identity. It's modern, it's original, and it's absolutely not boring. All the things that watch collectors love to hear in a sentence. The in-house automatic Calibre 7140 beats at 4Hz, offering 66 hours of power reserve and incredible superlative chronometer precision with a daily rate of ±2 seconds per day. What makes the 1908 special is the fact that it features a few significant firsts and rarities that is not often expected by the brand. A shift from what we were used to seeing in the form of minor visual and technical tweaks. This is the first time that Rolex has used their anti-magnetic Celoxy silicone hairspring in a larger model. Not only that, but the brand has even paired the hairspring with its Chron Energy escapement to enhance precision, durability, and long-term reliability. Rolex was never known for their movement finishing. Even today, most calibers have an industrial finish, as the main priority by the brand is unbeatable performance in place of fine watchmaking. So here, the brand did something that nobody was expecting. They showed us a side of watchmaking that the brand is not exactly known for: finishing. And boy, they went all out. But the finishing on the movement is gorgeous. The brand's own interpretation of striping on the bridges, gold chatons holding the jewels, skeletonized 18-karat solid gold winding rotor with satination, and substantial mirror-polished beveling on the edges, especially observed on the free-sprung balance, there is so much to admire. I think the 1908 speaks to a much broader Rolex fan base than the Cellini did. Obviously, it's one of the more dressier Rolexes, but with the template that the brand is already evolving, it's clear that there is an exciting road ahead for this new model family. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, it really helps. Also, do check out Swiss Connection Watch's website if you're looking for your next watch. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.